All right, perfect. Everyone, thanks so much for joining today. Of course, this is another Schools Corner. I am your host, James Cowan. And today, of course, we are super excited to interview with Tarun Kular, who is the president and CEO of Pacific Link College in Vancouver, Greater Vancouver. So we're going to get into a few of the key questions and learn a little bit more. As you know, if you have watched these videos before, the whole goal here is to give you a really short, full condensed overview of some of our exciting new partners for our agents, so you can understand some of the key selling points, how to begin working with them, and give you the details to follow up to do so, right? So exactly, let's get into it, shall we? Tarun, welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
Thanks, James. First of all, I would like to thank you for organizing this. And I would like to share that it has been wonderful working with Edvisor and yourself. And as I would tell all our audience that James and Edvisor, what a great combination, what a great organization. And Pacific Link College is happy to be part of this company.
Well, thanks so much. That's very nice of you to say there, Tarun. Well, let's get into it. I think really let's start off by really learning just quickly a little more about yourself personally, Tarun, and your experience in the international education. We're going to go into some more details and questions of the Pacific Link College exactly. Yeah.
So James, that's actually a pretty common question that I always get, like, how did you get into this? Because my background is I'm a software engineer. And what happens is, like, everyone's like, you come with the background for software and you're in an education industry, which is, it's not aligning, But what happened is that I also came as many of the students. I was an international student 15 plus years ago, came to Canada, and what a beautiful country it is. And so I decided, once I finished my software, then I would actually dedicate myself to serve the community and help more international students like me to come and settle. Because international students, when they come to Canada, it's as it seems beautiful, there's a lot of small pieces that needs to be aligned well for them to be successful in Canada. So when I looked at those pieces, what we did is me and our other team, we got together, and now through Pacific Link College, we are aligning all those pieces together. So all the students around the world, when they come to us, they become success stories.
Exactly. Oh, exciting. Yeah. What a journey, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Start as a student, find the opportunities yourself, and now build an amazing company that allows other students from around the world to come and experience a similar path that you have experienced. Super exciting.
And James, with that, I said, like, it's just the model that we focused on heavily on, like, if you go on my LinkedIn, I've been posting, helping students fulfill their dreams.
Yes.
And with this mission, we have gone and we help more than 600 students every year from more than 38 countries. And as I discussed with you in our prior discussions, we are going to expand to more than 50 countries with our representatives in those countries, so we can serve not only the students, but also the agencies who are ground partners in those countries properly and in real time.
Exactly. Exciting. Yes, I've been to the campuses and explored them, and they're just gorgeous, amazing locations. And I can see the smiles on the students' faces. So it's something amazing you're doing. And so it sounds like, okay, we know a little bit about, the path towards creating PLC and the goals with the students. I think a lot of the agents probably will also want to know what are some of the key selling points as a product or as a program. So when they're talking to students of theirs, they can kind of understand better how to sell it or how to portray.
James, Pacific Link College specialize in what student needs, from programs to schedules to program costs, accommodation, settlement services. So for example, I'll begin with our programs. Our programs are very niche. When I say niche, means they are very, very career oriented. So now what happens is a lot of students come and they say, like, okay, why PLC? Why Pacific Link College? So what we did is we combined with big industry partners like Marriott's Canada, you name it, Tim Hortons, Popeyes, Vivia Airport, Sedesco Systems from Vancouver Convention Centers, and many more companies, IT companies. We have collaborated with all those companies. And what we are doing is we are connecting them with students. So mostly a student would come, they will study, and after some time, they will go for their, let's say, internship or co-op and do the jobs there. What we did is we kind of switched the entire system. So instead of students going after 6 months or 1 year, depending on their program, into co-op, we actually get them job as soon as they arrive in Canada. So they would know that when they arrive in Canada, they don't have to, they or their parents or agents, they don't have to worry about where is the student gonna work. Now they have a letter it's a letter of intent from the company that as soon as you come, you begin your program at Pacific Link College and we will give you a part-time job, which is a great, great asset. When I came to Canada, it was not there. So this is something we put in place. I had to go through the stress of going from door to door, giving out, checking out who's saying hiring now and giving them, my resumes and then waiting for the call. So all those stress that students used to have, that is gone. And we have a dedicated three people who are actually who help students to find not only placements, but also get into the work culture and settle in work culture. So when they come, for example, we have programs like business. We have one of our very, very featured program is childcare, which is very, very hot and very popular in Canada. There's a huge demand. By the way, James, most of our programs that we run are high demand in Canada. We don't run programs which does not qualify for jobs. We rather see the industry, okay, if industry says we're gonna have about 50,000 people required in the next 3 years, we will begin that program. Because what we wanna make sure that every student who comes to Canada, they have a job as soon as they arrive. So along with their studies, they are doing work and they're contributing to the Canadian economy. So going back from the job is our programs. We have programs, as I mentioned, in childcare, hospitality, tourism, restaurant management. We have programs, ranging from digital media. Very soon, our programs in healthcare are coming up. We are looking forward to launch it pretty soon. So that would be another feature that will be added to our programs. Moreover, our programs are designed in a very careful way. So as you know, a lot of students, when they come, if they are working part-time and then they are studying at the same time, it becomes pretty hard for them to, gel both of them together. So what we did is we created a classes, and our schedule system is designed in a way so students can work and study at the same time and still enjoy their life. So our classes are 2.5 days. We have weekend schedule available, which is very, very hard. Weekend schedule is like, sometimes people go like, oh, really? You guys teach even on Saturday, Sunday? Say, yes, we teach so that our students can actually work on the weekdays. So this is a key for them. And for our students which are coming from, if they need more support in English, we even give them 2 months of free English course, 2 months of free English course. Plus, we also give them English classes free of cost for the entire duration of the program. And we started this about 1.5 years ago. And you won't imagine, James, that it just adds on to the success stories of the students, because some of them, some students come from the countries which already they've been speaking English, for a long time. But for other countries where English is a second language, this is just the extra support, which is free English classes, helps them so much that they just come back to us thanking, and they're so grateful that even I can't express, how grateful they are that, we provided these English, because some of these English classes can add up to thousands of dollars, which we are giving for free, but it helps them in the real work environment.
I think that, yeah, that's got me pretty excited as well. Like just what you said there, because, when you create a vision, when you're starting a business, for example, you're, a college, you have a vision. Most colleges might just have a very short-term vision, right? You complete your course, you get your certificate, and you go on your separate ways. But you've built this all with the envision, the envision of placing students into a career or a job, which is actually probably that's the whole reason why people study in the first place, isn't it? So by being able to package that all together, make them feel comfortable, their English level is not, they might be have not so much confidence in their English level. They know they can have that as an added free value, which is incredible. I didn't know you guys did that.
And James, sorry to cut you off, but like at the same time, when I mentioned to you that when you asked me, why did you decide? And I said, like, it's a way to serve our community. And this thing aligns actually with our community work. When I say community works, I never see international students as international. I always call them, they're the future Canadian citizens. So teaching them English means they would settle easily in our communities and then become a successful Canadian citizens.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very, very powerful. I love that. And that makes it quite easy for, I think, agencies to comprehend and understand why PLC. Why? Because it's all there, it's packaged, and it's designed for the success of the student. They arrive, they got a job, they have free classes to touch up their English, and they can have that flexible schedule to be able to work and study at the same time. That's incredible. Now, we have a few minutes left. I want to quickly maybe review one, maybe two quick success stories, which is helpful again for agencies to understand where or what path their students can take through PLC.
Sure. So as we also mentioned about at PLC, our number one priority is listen to our agents and listen to our students, because when we listen to agents and listen to students, that's what makes us success stories. I remember there's a student that came from Senegal, and when she came here, she was struggling, and being a mom, she came up with she started doing our program. And now she's actually working with a leading mortgage consultant firm in Canada. Then we have another student who came from Brazil, and when he came, now he's an IT database manager. We have students from Mexico who came, and now she's working in a hotel. So we have endless stories like this. Rather, we have, I would ask all our students and agents to check out our YouTube page, where all the students from 38 countries, they share their success stories and where they are working. So there's so many success stories that I would tell them to just watch those videos. It's just amazing to look back and see. And most of, let's say, one of the success stories I would share is, like, I was going through the Vancouver airport one day and I was running late, and I found our own student actually right there. So which is help, but it feels so good, right? Like, you're going to Vancouver airport and you're seeing your students working out there, serving Canadians, serving all the international tourists from the world. It's just amazing. I can't tell more about it.
That's amazing. Tyron, it's so exciting. I've known you well for, I think, 8 years now in the industry, and it's extremely exciting to see what you're building. You've always been such a ambitious, hardworking guy, and creating something very unique, I think, to offer the international students. So we thank you for that.
No problem. And James, I would just say, like you were mentioning about the pathway. So a lot of our students, when they come, so our programs, 1-year program is 6 months of study, 6 months of work. For 2 years, 1 year of study, 1 year of work. And all programs can go in transition. So students, after taking 6 months, can also decide to go to 2 years program. The jobs they do co-op, but on the other hand, a lot of them actually get hired by the companies, and then they get sponsored by companies. But on the other side, if students does like to study more, they can transfer to, we have great collaborations, like with Kwantlen Polytechnic University. Students can do 1 year of program and then go directly into second year and finish their 2 years diploma. We have great collaboration with Vancouver Community College, Trinity Western Universities, and there are more than 85 universities around the world. So when the students are coming to Pacific Link College, they're not just coming to PLC, they're actually opening a door for the opportunities around the world.
That's right. That's exciting. And that's really important to know, because when they do the first year with you and go to the second year at a university, they're going to save a lot of money doing that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Plus our requirements, we have monthly starts. So student doesn't have to worry about start dates. They can join any month. On top of it, we have kept, as I mentioned to you, we work closely with the students with the payment terms. If they like to pay their tuition in the installments, we help them out with every possibility. It's just that student has to come and reach out to us, and then we work out the terms and conditions with them.
That's amazing, amazing. And so I think you definitely said enough to get everybody excited to understand sort of the key points of working together with you. If there are any agents that are new and don't work with you yet, that are watching this video and they would like to begin working with you, what would you suggest are the next steps? I mean, of course, they can connect with you through Edvisor, of course. Make sure you do so, everybody. Connect on Edvisor with Pacific Link College. And then, of course, they can send you a chat message in the chat corner of Edvisor. But tell them sort of the next steps of the process of that relationship.
So first of all, James, I want to thank all the agents who work with us. I keep thanking them because they are not an agent, they're actually our team. They're our team on the ground. So we always listen to the agents. We are always ready to support them. Like, we give out offer letters in less than 48 hours. Once we receive the money, we actually issue the letter of acceptance pretty quick. If there's any issue that arises, we work with them for 24/7. Moreover, we have hired, our team is based in Brazil, Mexico, and other parts of South America and rest of the world. We have our team in 34 countries. And the only reason for this team is to support our team, our agents, in real time in those countries. So any agent who wants to work with us, you're more than welcome. And we look forward to see you, not only sending us students, but I look forward to see them in Canada, visit our campuses. We do give lucrative commissions, but also we give them, if they meet the certain students, we invite them on PLC. PLC pays for the entire trip and invite them to Canada. So, which I think very few institutions do it, because if they come to our campus, learn more about it, I feel like they do very well when they go back to their home countries. If they wish to connect, James, as he mentioned, like Edvisor is one of the best platforms. Connect through us through the Edvisor, and one of our representative in your region will connect with you as soon as possible. Or otherwise connect with us at info@plvan.com. I repeat, info@plvan.com, and we will get back to you as soon as possible.
Amazing. Tarun, thank you so much for your time today. That was really informative and exciting. I really appreciate it.
Thanks much, James.
Absolutely. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining, and I hope you learned a lot today. And please don't forget to connect with Pacific Link College through Edvisor and reach out to them for a one-to-one support, right? Learn more. Okay. Any questions, always feel free to ask any of your Edvisor support team to introduce or get more details. Okay. Thanks again, everybody.
Thanks, James. Bye-bye.